You may have seen the video on the hydraulic boat lift I built and patented. If not, check it out. In this video, I'm going to show you how I did it. Here we go. Okay, so I've been working for a bit here. This is a piece of scrap that I had, and in looking for material to make my step out of, I thought this would be easy enough. We're gonna brace it up from underneath and mount it. But I cut the end off because I like that rolled edge, and I just flipped it around. I'm gonna weld that on there and smooth it back down, and then we've got a nice finished platform. And then I think that'll be okay for right now. This weld, we'll finish it up. It'll be a good chance to use this new polyfan disc that I got, made by Fabricating. It's kind of a hybrid wheel. There's a couple of different types of material in this. I want to see how that works. In the end, I mean, if this whole project works out, I would like to redo this step out of aluminum and something that looked a little more professional. But in keeping costs down, and I'm a week out from needing to use it, we're gonna go with this. So let's get this all smoothed out and move on to the next step. Fabricated hybrid disc did a nice job. I have a couple of different grits of pad I've put on my die grinder typically to finish metal like this, and I don't think that's a replacement for what I would like to do here to finish that up, but it did remove the weld quickly and really smoothly, so as opposed to a traditional grinder wheel, there's some advantages there. I decided I want to keep these edges all the way around. There's some holes in them. I think I can weld those in, smooth them up. If you watched any of my videos when I was doing much welding and filling holes, you probably saw me use this homemade copper paddle. It works really good to hold behind your hole and start your tack. It doesn't let your puddle fall through. So it works real good to fill large areas like this. Just like that. I built this bracket, and what that bracket will do, we're gonna weld it to the cylinder, and then we've put this bracket over here on the boat. This will be how we attach the main load-bearing portion of the cylinder to the back of the boat. Okay, so we got the bracketry basically built. Now it's time to go ahead and start locking this into place. It's time to get the cylinder held up and measured up, and then tack this bracket to the cylinder. So we scribed a line around this, and time to shine this up because we're getting ready to go ahead and stick this into our bracket. So I'm gonna try not to screw this up. Really close. Okay. I want to get it as true to the floor as I can. We're leaning to the inside 1.3 degrees, half of a degree. I can probably live with that. Final test would just be to back up and just look at it. Well, actually, believe it or not, it looks pretty good. It's going to be just fine. Time to pull this back off, we'll weld it up. Well, looking at it from side to side, it still looks good. Still good that way. And really, even if it is off a degree, that's not enough to warrant messing with it. So we'll stick her in place. Cool. Up here I've got a tube clamp. I think I'm just going to run a brace across with some tubing, weld to that, weld to this, see what I think about it. I think it might be okay. If it's not, we can go further, but if I'll have some lateral bracing this way and also some, front to back bracing, and it might be enough to make this work. And so that's what I'm gonna try. So it's time to cut that piece of tubing. Okay, what you see here is my tubing notcher. This one's made by Bailey. I've had it for years. If you're gonna do any kind of tubing work, you're pretty much gonna have one. I set my angle to about 10 degrees. I think that's gonna be close. I've got some tools that would help me get that dialed in, but it's gonna be really close. So go ahead and cut her notch real quick. Okay, just like that, we've got the perfect diameter to go to our fab clamp over there. Now that we're up here, you can see that our notch fits up nicely with our clamp, and our angle was just about right. So by the time I measure that and drop it on over that cylinder, we're going to be right on the money. Well, if you're not up on the back of your new boat with a welder, are you even living? This does not feel good. Okay, I think we've got it. I'm gonna go ahead and stick a couple of quick tacks just to hold it till I get it down. Here's the hydraulic unit that's going to supply the cylinder its power. This is a KTI 12-volt hydraulic pump, dual acting. It's power up, power down. It's got a 6-quart reservoir, which is going to be just right. Our cylinder will contain about 2.5 quarts of fluid. Then you've got your lines to consider. All said and done, 6 quarts. 5 quarts would have been fine. They don't make a 5. 6 will be perfect. There are several Chinese pumps on eBay for in that $200 range. This one was a little bit more than that, but it's American made. It's going to work. It's got a warranty. Now that brings me to my next step, which is, I don't know why, but the way this mounts is straight up into the bottom. So it's made to sit on something and you bolt up through it. Well, on our boat, we don't have access to the bottom of this once we set it in place. So we're gonna have to make a bracket that'll allow us to mount this to the floor. If they, geez, if it just had some flanges to the outside and a hole, we could screw it down, but not so lucky. So gonna make a bracket real quick to mount the pump to the floor, then we'll move on. Okay, we got our bracket made and welded up. Time to stick it on. Okay, now she's got feet. Should have been that way to begin with. So I mounted the hydraulic pump up here under this back seat. It's nice tucked away. That there are 2 batteries underneath that seat, so that was a good spot to put it as far as a source for the power. Just for the time being, I ordered a piece of the C deck to stick down there just for a bit of traction. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like seeing this kind of stuff, like and subscribe. Always up to something next. Take care. Have a good day.